Hello, guys. Welcome to Current News. I'm your host, Chris Davis. Hey, I just want to say I'm sorry that I missed a video last Sunday. I had another media-related job to do, and I tried to make a video, but there was something personal that I needed to take care of last Sunday, so I just didn't have time. But I'm gonna make a video today. I may make another video tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But what we're going to talk about today is Pokemon Sword and Shield. And this past week, Game Freak released a Pokemon Direct showing us all the new features of Pokemon Sword and Shield. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So, one of the biggest features that they showed us is the open world. It looks something like Breath of the Wild. Random Pokemon encounters, they're still there for a little bit, but it's mostly Pokemon out roaming around like in Pokemon Go. But what makes it really beautiful other than the graphics is instead of the camera being face down like it was in Pokemon Go, we have a 3D camera that we can control, and we can see the Pokemon around us, the environment around us, and I'm not gonna lie, that looks really amazing. Now, in this wild area where you see all these Pokemon roaming around now out in the open, you see something like some markers, some light coming down. And if you go to that light, uh, it's supposed to have a Dynamax Pokemon. So that's another one of the big features they have. That if you go to where this icon, this light is in the wild area, you can participate in a max raid battle, and you get to face a giant Pokemon. Now the Pokemon is giant because it's in an area that allows it to grow like super size, and because it's so big, you have four players battling against it. It looks like the raid battles in Pokemon Go, but pretty sure that's what it is. But four players battle it, and I guess someone catches it, and that's their Pokemon. But they weren't specific about if we have like four players playing online and they're playing a max raid battle, and whoever catches the Pokemon, it's not clear on who gets to keep it. It's the person who threw the ball, or does everyone get a copy of the Dynamax Pokemon who participated? It wasn't clear on that, but it looked really amazing. It looks like a combination of Mega Evolution and Z moves. So Pokemon grows supersized, and all of its attacks look like Z moves. So that's where we get the reference from. Also, gyms are back, and it's showing that the gym leaders are going to Dynamax their Pokemon. So that's what you're going to do. And they have this big stadium to where you can do it. And it looks like in the stadium, well, there's people watching. There is people watching. So in the Gala region where this is all held, Pokemon battles are really big form of entertainment. And then the gyms, there's a lot of people watching, like it's like it's a sport, like you would see a football or a basketball stadium. And in these stadiums, that's where you can Dynamax your Pokemon. Now, in order to Dynamax your Pokemon, you need a Dynamax band. So they didn't reveal where you could get one yet. Probably maybe later on they'll show us where you get it, or they'll let that be a surprise. But you need a Dynamax band in order to Dynamax the Pokemon. And the thing about Dynamaxing is that it will only last for 3 turns. So it's not going to be like Mega Evolution where your Pokemon stays Mega Evolved until it faints. You when you Dynamax, that Pokemon's going to stay Dynamax for 3 turns. then after that you can't use Dynamax anymore after the rest of the battle. So you have to be careful on when you like use this ability or whatever. We saw also the Pokedex. It looks like it's going to be Rotom. I guess Rotom may be the new Pokedex from now on. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and Pokemon Sun and Moon, it was your Pokedex. It's your Pokedex in the Galar region. So it's supposed to be your phone, and your phone's your Pokedex now. So it's really catching up into the modern era where people's phones are like computers and can just do more than just call people now. And this phone also not only helps your bike move faster, but it can also help change your bike into a help your bike change into some kind of speeder, so you can go on water. So that's really cool. They showed us the professor and our granddaughter, Magnolia. We saw the rival. I just hope it's not a friendly rival again. I just hope it's someone like serious that you can battle. We saw also the champion. The champion looks really cool. So yeah, I like his design and stuff. And what we finally saw were the legendaries. I'm sorry if I butcher their names. Zacian and Zamazenta. I'm sure I got that wrong. But I'm curious to learn what is their typing. Because when you play Pokemon in the meta, that's going to be a huge factor. The typing and their stats. So it looks like they're going to be a steel type. That's what it looks like. I don't know if they're going to have a second typing added to it. If they do have a second typing, it looks like to me that it's going to be fighting. And that would be a pretty decent typing. Steel and fighting removes the flying weakness, and that's Mega Lucario. So that's really what the typing looks like. It really looks like steel. Fighting may be in there, but I'm just speculating on that. But it looks like these two legendaries are going to be steel types. Now, I don't own a Nintendo Switch yet. I'm on the fence about getting one because the Wii U bombed, and I liked the Wii when it first came out, but eventually it just started becoming a platform for casual games. And when the Nintendo Switch came out, it looked real nice, but I didn't just want to jump in and then there's just little kids games on the Nintendo Switch. I didn't want that. But it's been 2 years since the Nintendo Switch has been out, and there are some games on there for hardcore gamers to play. It's just not just casual or 8-bit games, old 8-bit games. There's some really good games for hardcore gamers to play. So we'll see whether I get a Nintendo Switch or not. It depends. So we'll see. I might get one because of this, but I just don't want to play like Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. And as I said, there's other games you can play on the Nintendo Switch. I'm looking forward to see if Ultimate Alliance, Black Order, if that's good, then that may tempt me to get a Switch before Pokemon Sword and Shield comes out. But no, that looks like a really good game. And what's making me really tempted to play Pokemon Sword and Shield is there is an actual difference in this game from previous games. We have finally a Pokemon game on the console. There's been Pokemon games on the console before, but it's been a while since we've had an actual core RPG game on a Nintendo console, a designated console, not the handheld one. So what really makes this game look really good is you can see the difference in this game from previous games. It's on an actual console. You can actually see the graphics. You can actually see the huge improvements that they've made in this game from their previous titles. So that makes me like want to pick one up because I can see the difference in this game than the others. My only thing that I want to make sure is that with the new Rotom decks, I just hope it's not as talkative as the one in the 7th generation, because that one was really bothering me. I just hope it's not so talkative and it doesn't interrupt me and ask me like silly questions like that one did. I think they were trying to make that one like your assistant, but it was just something that kept bothering you after a while. So I hope they have this one under more control. But yeah, it looks like a really good game. The Dynamaxing looks really cool. Like, imagine if a Pokemon like Dynamax, like in a city, like a giant kaiju. I know it's not supposed to. It's not able to. It's just supposed to be able to do it in the wild area or in an open stadium. But just imagine if that happened. Okay, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you thinking about picking up Pokemon Sword and Shield? Let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends, and all of you, have a great day.